What's up YouTube, it's Zapdos TCG here, and thanks again for watching our TCG online battle video. Today we're gonna check out Greninja GX with the Shuriken Flurry, of course the ability that lets us place 3 damage counters on one of our opponent's Pokemon if we evolve into Greninja GX is very good. In combination of course with Zoroark GX, with the trade ability we can just get as many frogs into play because we can trade, evolve our frogs, get a lot of damage, and then Righteous Beating will one-hit KO. That is the main strategy of the deck. Greninja GX also has its good size here with the Shadow Hunter GX. With that we can snipe 130 damage on one of the opponent's bench Pokemon. Together we pair that of course with the Frogadiers. All the Frogadiers, if we evolve into one of those, we can snipe 20 damage on one of our opponent's Pokemon, so that adds up to a lot of damage. And with that, all that sniping inside, Zoroark GX will do a huge amount of shenanigans. We already know Zoroark GX. We are gonna still pair it with Mew because Boswell is very good, very hyped, and is all around on the TCG Online program. We need Psychic, a Psychic type in our deck, and with Mew we can just copy Righteous Beating and get ourselves one-hit KOs on that. Also Naganadel GX will go down quite easily. What else is in here? Timer Balls over Evo Soda because with Evo Soda you do not activate Frogadier and Greninja GX. Also, there's a Greninja in here with Shadow Stitching. This one is great if you're facing Malamar, Vikavolt, Metagross, all those Pokemon that are kind of weak to ability block. We can just have that ability block with Shadow Stitching, save us a couple of turns while we snipe, and we can recover certain games. So all the rest of the cards you already know. The Mallow strategy is also here, and the Puzzle of Time. Okay. Definitely you want to have 3 Field Blowers because if we are ability blocked, we cannot trade and we cannot get our Shurikens going on. So first I have to find my deck here. Greninja GX, Zoroark GX. So Forbidden Light is here. We're gonna have a lot of more decks coming up on the channel, so be sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out. And hopefully on the TCG Online program, some opponent will have a very skilled deck or a very meta deck that we can face with Greninja GX. The bad thing, Greninja GX, it is weak to grass. That is a huge downside. Tapu Bulu and of course the Galisopod will eat it alive, so we have to be careful of that. And what else might we just think about Greninja? Of course, the ability block, but we do have 3 Field Blowers to overcome that. We're still looking for an opponent. We found one, and looks like it is gonna be Vikavolt. So Vikavolt, Tapu Bulu. Not the greatest matchup in the world because, as mentioned, we are weak to grass. The good news is we can now one-hit KO Tapu Bulus because with Righteous Beating, Choice Band, and 2 of those Frogadier snipes, we can get there. Or even just 1 Greninja GX evolution, poof, a Shuriken Flurry, bam, and we're there. Good news is we already start with a Zoroark and a Froakie, and we do have the Froakies with of course 70 HP because 70 HP ensures that we can survive a thing like an attack of a Horn Attack or a First Impression, of course, that is not powered up by switching. But we are just facing Tapu Bulu, and we have ourselves nothing to work with, so we will have to rely on the Timer Ball and hopefully draw ourselves into a Zoroark. Okay, we got Zoroark GX. What else might we possibly grab? Maybe Greninja GX, although all the rest is something we don't even need at this point, so we're just gonna grab those. Let's just check what is priced. There's 2 Zoroark GX is priced. There is our Shadow Stitcher is priced, so this is definitely not great. And what else might be priced? We got all our energies in the deck, which is great. There's not a lot of energies in the deck, so we're gonna grab those 2 with Timer Ball. I don't think he runs the... Yeah, we can give a DCE to Froakie, but we're gonna wait for the rest to show up here because he might just one-shot our Zoroark if we give the DCE. Although this deck does not rely, of course, on Enhanced Hammer, but they might just do some weird shenanigans. Okay, finding Fury Belt. Probably gonna get out as... maybe we should have attached it to the Zoroark. That way we already got that attachment, but you never know. Certain decks always come out of nowhere with just 1 copy of Enhanced Hammer, and then you're saying like, oh no, why did I attach it? We're gonna wait with the attachment until we have, of course, Zoroark GX to fight with. I know for sure that, hey, you will not be able to one-shot the Zoroark, so at least we have Zoroark GX and a snipe at least. So the only thing we will need is a full bench, and that will be kind of hard because we don't have a supporter in the hand. So he has Brigette. Hopefully we can get ourselves a Brigette of ourselves. That way we can have some great things going on. Maybe Tapu Lele Mallow could also work to just get some stuff out, but we'll have to wait. Of course, things are weak to grass, so if Tapu Bulu shows its face, I am predicting 2 Grubbin and a Tapu Bulu, so maybe he's gonna go full... Oh no! Only 1 Grubbin. Great. If we draw into a, say, a Guzma, we might just get the upper hand here. Okay. We see Tapu Lele top deck, so that at least is comfortable to know. So we are gonna use the Zoroark evolution here. Poof! We can snipe 20, that is also a great thing. We have a DCE, so we have to be careful because if the opponent has, of course, a choice band, we will be screwed over. So first things first, let's get that DCE aside. We can get the Mallow going on. With Mallow, we can Guzma. And with this, we have 20 damage. With the Lele 60 damage, 80 damage. Maybe we can just knock out this Grubbin. If we can get a Guzma. I think I'm just gonna go for playing it safe. Because without Grubbin, this deck pretty much falls apart, and I don't even need the Brigette at this point. I know I want to rely on Brigette getting everything set up, but I think this is a little bit of a better strategy here. We're gonna target the Grubbin. He only got one of them out, so that is awesome. Also a Floatstone, of course, on our Froakie, which is going to evolve this turn. So let's retreat this little Froakie, and we have to wait with doing some stuff here. We're gonna trade away. What do we want to trade away? Frogadier or Field Blower? I don't think we need the Field Blower. We have 3 of them, even though if they have a choice band, we're already one-shot anyhow. So we got another Froakie, so things are looking great here. First things first, we're gonna evolve into this Froakie, and we have our other setup, so that is awesome. So let's just put 20 damage on the Grubbin. The bad thing is, he did not choose to go for 2 Grubbin, and now he will pay the price. Actually, we did not even have to do that. We could have put the 20 damage on something else. That was kind of a misplay, so we could have put 20 damage on something else here, but it does not even matter. We will one-shot this Tapu Bulu regardless. We have 30 damage here, and the 20 damage from the Frogadier. So maybe that 20 damage would have been better placed somewhere else, but you know how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you just get into a deck, and in real life this works way better because you can do the math before you place down the damage counters. Here you just click around and you go crazy, but you see how good the potential extra damage is of a Frogadier here. I actually did not count the Froakie here, so that actually Zoroark that counts all the Pokemon, so that is 80 damage in total. So maybe 20 damage could have been put on Tapu Bulu already. But the good news is, he does not have energy acceleration, so we're still back on track. And the only thing we will have to do is fill up our bench and just strike, of course, with our Shurikens. We're all going to be able to deal 50 damage, so the only thing we will be needing here is a... Let's see here. This one has 180. Okay, we will have to be able to get ourselves the choice band here. 20 damage, that bring, man, that's kind of terrible. Maybe we should have put that 20 damage on Tapu Bulu already, that way we would have ensured this victory here. He's getting out another Tapu Lele, so 3 Tapu Leles in a row, and he gets out Cynthia. Okay, he needs the Grubbin. If he does not get the Grubbin right now, it's gonna be terrible for him. And hopefully with Ultra Ball we can get a Tapu Lele. With Tapu Lele we can get... Okay, he gets a manual attachment. Maybe he's gonna put... Oh, no Grubbins inside. No Grubbins inside. That is great. We need a way to destroy this Tapu Bulu here. Okay, with Ultra Ball, we can get ourselves the Mallow with Tapu Lele Mallow. So I think we're good here. So we're just gonna get rid of these guys. I know the ability block is just so strong, but we are gonna have something else in mind. I know that the Mallow is in here. So we can just use the Tapu Lele. And... yeah, the good news is we will get the KO here, and he's gonna be so terribly surprised of how good Greninja is. Okay, what do we need? We need Mallow. So our bench is now, we're already at 100 damage. The only thing we need is a Pokemon, and of course, that is gonna be a Zoroark. And of course, we're also needing that choice band that is in here, of course. And with that, actually, let's just check the damage out calculation. We need to discard one of our Frogadiers. I know that seems terrible, but we will get the math correctly here. So 30 damage and 30 damage. So everything is going well. Let's bench the Zoroark down. We're at 150. And that is amazing. So the only thing we need to do here is evolve this guy. Poof! Here comes Greninja GX. And Greninja GX puts 30 damage on the Bulu. And here comes the Righteous Beating for 150. The math is correctly. So we still have the amazing support of Greninja to get ourselves the one-hit KOs, and you see how good the combination works right here. We got even a Zoroark, so we're kind of back on track. He has no energies, no Grubbins inside. I think this match is in the bag, and we still have our little Froakie that can evolve in order to get that one-hit KO on the Tapu Lele. So the only thing we will need is, of course, Frogadier, 2 puzzles, and yeah, maybe something else. He might just have a Field Blower in mind. That way we still need another choice band. I know there's still one in the deck. Okay, he just skips the turn and we can go crazy. We have 2 Zoroark GXs on the field. And now we can just trade away a Mew. Poof. What will we get? What will we get? What will we get? Oh, it's a Zoroark and a Water Energy. Not too shabby. We're gonna trade once again. Hopefully a Frogadier pops up. Or 2 puzzles, could be the case. We have a TCE, we have a Guzma. Okay, Guzma is great. With Guzma we can get rid of that Grubbin. Let's just get rid of the Grubbins. If we get rid of Grubbins, we already automatically win. I think at this point I do think he will be and at that situation where he's just gonna scoop. So we're gonna give a Water Energy to Greninja. You never know what we can manage to do with that. Get out of here, Grubbin. And the only thing we need to do is one-shot a Lele. And that will not be that hard. So as predicted, he conceded. So we're gonna have another match with Greninja GX because I kind of misplayed on that, even though we're still getting used to Greninja. Greninja GX with Zoroark is awesome.